Train service between Auckland and Hamilton are marshalling their forces ahead of a decision on whether it should be funded past June.
Two conflicting reports are now out, with Waikato Regional Council saying it's turning into a success, while the Chamber of Commerce says it's a white elephant. Adam Hollingworth reports.
Some say it's being subsidised to succeed, but others say Te Huia is right on track. The passengers who arrived in Frankton this lunchtime, 3 minutes early, say they love it.
I think it's great. I've been on it quite a few times and I enjoy it and I hope it continues.
It was much cheaper than having to drive up there, so I really enjoyed it.
But Waikato Chamber of Commerce has crunched the numbers and they aren't big fans.
Certainly very nice to be able to sit down and get driven all the way from Auckland, but 14 people on a train that's costing a lot of money doesn't seem to add up financially.
How much money? Here's one way of adding it up.
Per passenger, just over $500 per passenger.
So, not sustainable in your opinion?
Absolutely not. We're in a cost of living crisis. There are people that are really struggling, and why should we subsidise a form of transport where there are alternatives that are cheaper and faster?
Don Good's talking about the Waikato Expressway, which we drove from Auckland to Frankton this morning. It's taken us an hour and a half to get here. The train actually takes around 2.5 hours. But the council argues that not everyone has the luxury of being able to travel by car.
Some people, unfortunately, don't have a choice. So our accessibility community have communicated that Te Huia is the only public transport accessible option for them.
And it hasn't been the smoothest ride. In July, the service was banned from entering central Auckland for a month after running red lights. But now the council says it's hitting its targets.
Just last Friday, we had close to 800 people across the whole day using Te Huia, which is absolutely phenomenal. So it proves that when you put on extra services, you improve that frequency, people want to use it.
But in a statement, Transport Minister Simeon Brown said he was concerned by Te Huia being one of the most heavily subsidised transport services in the country. There's a public meeting about Te Huia this weekend, and NZTA Waka Kotahi's board meets later this month to decide whether to renew its funding.